What's going on, guys? Besides here, in today's video we're gonna learn how to play AD carry properly. This is a high emerald to low diamond 200 ping gameplay. So this is when I play Jhin against diamond 4, emerald 1, emerald 2 kind of range. So if you truly want to get better, I'm gonna show you exactly what I do to do diamond 4 emerald completely smash. I'll show you how I smash these people on the bot lane and how you can do it too, just with simple fundamental rules. No mechanics, nothing. So my ping is usually, as you can see it on my stream, 190. Sometimes it's 195, sometimes it's 200. Lately I've been downloading an app called Exit Lag and I have 170, so it's much better. It feels smoother. I know you're gonna laugh right now that, oh, this guy thinks 170 ping is smoother. No. So this is a special challenge. Usually when I play on like master and master accounts, my main accounts, I actually have normal ping. This is a challenge that I play on a West server from South Africa, and I do have around, well, I just told you, a lot of ping. So I'm going to show you what you should do to win in this game. So first of all, we need to have a plan, okay? So Jhin specifically, he's very good in the lane phase. Against Jinx, definitely he's better than Jinx, and Nautilus is slightly better than Melio. They do have a good combo on the bot lane, so we do expect lots of fighting. I do believe that there is going to be a lot of cases where we can just fight like really hard, like really hard. But they do have a good lane up as well. We can see that they get barrier here. That's fine. Doesn't need cleanse. Go for the Torrent's Blade. Could go boots. I could go longsword 3 potions. But since I play with a lot of ping, I actually prefer the flat HP. Against a lot of poke, you can also go boots. Longsword 3 potions is also fine. It depends on really how safe you want to play the lane. So if you play like Jhin Yumi against, let's say you play against Karma Ezreal, they will gonna push you a lot and stuff like that. Then get boots, play safe. If you have an engaged support, but they also have a bit of poke, you can get longsword 3 potions. But if you need the HP and you have an all-in support, or they have an all-in support and need the HP, then play this better. I go in the lane, I hit a little bit of minions, as we can see. I try to usually I last hit at the very last hit here. Here I actually didn't last hit at the super last hit like I usually want to do. Just because if I do that on Jhin, you also have to reload and it's gonna be kind of bad. So you guys can see here how I'm last hitting. I'm getting the prior, I don't leash, and now I'm trying to walk up. Trying to do something on them. Then I back off and I Q because I know it's gonna bounce on them. I actually step into the brush, hit them, go back into the brush, so the minions can't really hit me. This is really clean. As you guys can see, I'm zoning really hard, even though Nautilus is actually an autofill player. He doesn't really know how to play support. We can see his positioning. So let's check this out, how I play this here. Let's check this out. Check me out here, guys. I Q, and then I go into the brush. I don't actually auto-attack when I'm in the brush. Do you guys see that, how clean it looked? Just because when I last hit a minion, I'm not in the brush. When I hit them, I'm not in the brush. I'm only using the brush to de-aggro the minions. Check this out, guys. So again, don't last hit into the brush, because if you do it, then they get vision on you. Check this out. I Q, I last hit outside of the brush, then I go into the brush, I go out of the brush to attack them, because if I attack them from the brush, then all of the minions will aggro me. I attack them, go immediately to the brush, they can't do shit. And boom, I get out of the brush, I last hit from out of the brush, and I Q, and I just play really well. This is how you're gonna see Grandmaster, Challenger players, they'll play. I do this on 200 ping. I'm sure you can do this as well. Okay, here it's 225. Usually after 245 you can get ganked. I'm trying to push because I have a Nautilus, and Nautilus, if we're in this position, we can't engage. Why? Well, I mean, we're not going to engage in the tower, so I want to have the wave in the middle, or slightly pushing towards them, or slightly pushing towards us. This wave state, I need to crash it, and then I can go for a word here.
Are you having trouble converting your early game advantages into wins? Feel like your damage output is lower than it should be, and you feel like you're putting in the work, but you're not seeing really the results? My name is Bizaiz, with a track record of coaching over 3,659 players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. Here is what I've accomplished with my clients. Right here you can see Silver 1 to Emerald 4 in 1 month time with 1 coaching session. This guy right here got to Grandmaster in NA after, when the first coaching session we've done, he was hard stuck in Diamond 2. Alex right here, he was Gold 4 1 year and a half ago, and he got to Grandmaster 800 LP peak after the coaching session. Here is his master account after just being a gold player a year and a half ago. This is what the coaching session can do to your gameplay. And here is something that you might find inspiring. I've personally climbed from Iron to Diamond with dealing with 200 ping. Now I'll actually get Master Tier with 200 ping on this account that you're gonna see right now. As you can see right here, this is Emerald 1 with very decent win rates on some of the champions, and I'm playing pretty well in high Emerald to low Diamond. And I actually play Ezreal as well, as you guys can see right here, and I'm not really scared. If I can achieve this against high Emerald players and low Diamonds playing with such a huge handicap, 200 ping Ezreal, imagine what we can accomplish together with you playing under optimal conditions. Are you ready to see the real progress that you can do? Go to besides.com and book your coaching session now. Let's improve and get better together.
Obviously, usually after 320, you're gonna get a word. Here, I execute this minion to bounce, follow up on the play. I go for a word. I think that the challenger player will probably not word here, but this is free because I have a big wave into the tower. The reason why I don't think I should go for a word is because 1, I saw Graves top lane. 2, even if I don't see Graves on top lane, being a Melio against a Jhin, they won't be able to gank me. We will be able to 2v3. So this is why you're going to see challenger players choosing to not actually go for a word. But in that case, it was free. I had a big wave in the tower. So now I'm playing super aggressive. And you guys can see that I'm kind of playing, I don't want to say by myself, but this Nautilus, check this out, this Nautilus. He's trying to get an angle. He's staying too close to me. Doesn't stay into the brush. And I'm actually the one trading. Why am I trading here? Well, I have a lot more HP. And we can easily win this. We barely kill them. We can see that the Nautilus is auto-filled because he has exhaust on Nautilus. When we play Jhin against Jinx, we need to stomp the lane phase. Kind of horrible to play Emerald with some supports because they don't really, like, have so many mistakes. I did play in Platinum, and I think that Platinum and Gold, it's like you can 1v2 a lot of the cases because they make an immense amount of mistakes. Emerald is a bit harder with this supports just because these supports, some of them have mechanics, some of them they don't. Emerald players, they make a lot of mistakes, but definitely less than Platinum player. It's a bit harder to play in like high Emerald to mid Emerald with 200 ping. You have to be a lot better than them in terms of macro. And here, I usually recall. I pushed away recall. The reason why I stayed here, because I have lower HP than her, low mana. I have a wave right here. This is not a cannon. Well, it is a cannon wave, but even if it wasn't a cannon wave, this is a good recall. The wave is actually pretty far, so if I press B now, the distance between me and the wave will mean that by the time that I'm in base, the wave is just going to reach the tower, which means I'm going to have extra time to walk. So this recall is good because it's a cannon. This recall is good because the distance between me and the next wave, so if they want to push another one, it will take a while. But even if it wasn't a cannon, it will still be a good recall. Oh, so why didn't you recall here? Well, I didn't recall because Nocturne is behind them. And here, try to bait them, go a bit too aggressive, so I have to flash. It's very, very bad play by me. I should never waste the flash there, but if I die, it's going to be even worse. And here I'm pinging my Nautilus to actually, you know, push with me. It's very important after you're pushing to 1, look at the next wave, which is pretty close to the tower, as you can see. And 2, look at your camera on the enemy to see if he's freezing. He's freezing right now. I'm pinging right here, immediately pinging the Nautilus, as you can see into the chat. And we're just pushing. Try to push the wave as fast as possible. And then I immediately just recall. Now I know my limits. So this is again 200 ping. Do my limits. I choose to recall here because 1, I don't know where it's Graves. So it's just a Graves, so I can just recall here. And 2, I knew that the Jinx is actually quite close here. And I knew that if she's good, she's gonna stop my recall. Remember that this is just an Emerald, so Emerald rank to Diamond, so people will still make lots of mistakes. Like here, I should always get stopped of the recall. Otherwise, if I knew that 1, Grace is top, and 2, let's say Jinx is a bit more far away, because I'll always track the Jinx, I would recall probably here or even here. No reason to waste the time. But here, 1, I don't know where is Graves at the current position, and 2, the Jinx is already in the tower, which means she's gonna walk up. So the fundamentals that you need good jungle tracking. You need to know where he is, but at the same time you need to know AD carry tracking. After she recalled with Jinx, you need to always have on top of your mind where is she gonna be around, and you know what position should you take for the recall. Here, wave is just gonna slow push into them. We'll try to poke a little. I wanna keep the wave here, but unfortunately the Nautilus gets the cannon, which is a bit annoying. And then we need to push this because the Nautilus position is very bad for a hook here. So we just try to push this, and something happens on the river. Gonna follow up slowly, try to have a good position, and then we just get some kills. I do not die here, and immediately after the play is over, I look at the wave and I'm like, okay, do have a bunch of gold, 500. This guy is pretty low, so let me just push. I push it as fast as possible here. Try to W, and I ping on my way so my people can stay with me to dive. I see a lot of players in situations like this, they don't ping their jungle. Like here, I was actually pinging assistance once and type dive please. Click enter. It's because if you don't type, he's gonna recall, like he's just gonna get his camps. So it's really important to ping your jungle when enemy AD carry is super low. And here we just try to do something. I have lots of pressure, and then I want to push this one more time. I push this as fast as possible. Here actually took the cannon for the Nocturne. I should have stayed a bit closer to the cannon so the cannon can go up to me. And here I'm still pinging. I'm still on my way, because I know Graves is not here because he was low. And we're actually pretty healthy. I knew that Milio can't freeze here, and I saw the guy is staying, so I was pinging. Like here, I immediately ping assistance. Guys, we're not going to recall here. And if I saw the Nocturne recalled, I would probably just back off and recall as well, because it's safer. But there is no threat here. Here we try to dive. I play super slow here. As you guys can see, I'm playing pretty well in terms of the tower range. Very well. Remember, this is a 200 ping. It's actually 170 ping in this case. Yeah, Emilio is very tilted right now. We can hear the pings, and I go in a position where I can double the minions, push the wave, and I'm super safe going to the tower. The recall position is important in case Malzahar is here, Graves ulti, stuff like that. I recall. Obviously, I forgot to say that I buy Boots of the Swiftness first. Super important. And Retrix for the movement speed. Wave is coming into us, so not much happening right now. Just play safe. Nautilus is coming to you. Don't push the wave. Keep it here. Jinx is gonna W. Walk up and tank the W of the Jinx. There is no reason for you to give the gold to her. Ideally, you want to make sure you get XP. And this is something that is gonna be like, okay, you're gonna freeze. Not really. Freeze right here is okay. It's gonna make the Jinx lose a lot. But since Milio is top lane here, I can do more than freeze. I can push the wave and I can get plates. Yes, freeze is good because it's gonna make the Jinx lose. But the reality is that if you want to dive, if you want to get plates, if you want to accelerate the game and close out the game, and I see this a lot for like a lot of players, they are like, oh, besides, how do you close out the game? Well, you just push aggressively, you take plates, you play aggressively. Like here, this Jinx is 0-2, and she has 45 farm and I have 75 farm. This is a 200 ping Jhin. Okay, this is all fundamentals. Okay, all fundamentals, wave management, recall timing. So this is what I'm doing right here. It missed some. I always like want to let Nautilus hook first, or like auto attack first, so the target is rooted before I ulti, and then I just perma push. So it's really important for you to actually understand. In a case where she's 0-0 and the freeze is good because you can just get the higher advantage. But in a case where she's already behind, there is no reason for me to freeze and make her more behind. I want to kill her in the tower, get her tower, get plates. I want to get as much as possible. This is the reason why I did that. I was like, okay, I don't need to freeze. Freeze is good. It can be good, but I don't need to do it now. And here Nocturne was like spam pinging on my way. And the Nautilus, unfortunately, he actually dove without having the hook. Nocturne pinged now and he immediately went. Like, I don't know why he tried to ulti here too early, way too early. There is no reason for him to do that. And I'm still fine. I did play it alrighty. I didn't really expect the dive. This is why I always say, if you want to play better AD carry, play support. If you want to play better support, play AD carry. I can see a lot of players, Emerald, low diamond, they probably never in their life played AD carry, or they played way too little. And this is a big problem. Like this Nautilus is probably going to be hard stuck of Emerald to diamond a lot, just because he has no knowledge about AD carry. Like now, by the way, he shouldn't go bot. He should path towards mid lane to just play for voidlings or for top tower or for mid tower. There is no reason to play with the Lux that has TP. You can always go to mid here. In this case, Lux is bot, so there is no reason for me to move to any other lane. And here, of course, I'm trying to push. I'm not going too forward, but I'm still pretty confident, as you guys can see here. I'm actually putting the two E's on the same spot because the E slow is stacking itself. So if you put, you know, one E in a position and the same E on the same position, you're actually gonna get the slow is gonna be stacked. You guys can see my positioning on the left hand side because my Nocturne is on the left hand side as well. There is no reason to stay here. I do have the vision here actually, so I could have a reason to play around this side, but I want to actually be able to respond to the top play. I instead play mid, and I almost got kills here. I just want to push very hard. Now you guys can see that I'm actually playing on the bot side angle because Graves could be here. I know it's just Graves Milio, so I can be super confident here. You guys can see my clicking here, trying to stay 1, close to Nautilus, and 2, close to my vision right here. And I'm perma-pushing because I know I'm super strong. So remember, this is a 200 ping Jhin, okay? So this I can do with 200 ping. And 64 farm with Jinx, 1 for Jinx. Okay, well, we don't really talk about she doesn't know how to build. We don't talk about that she should get boots first. We don't talk about that recurve bow is good when you have really winnable matchup. If you have Blitzcrank and or Braum and you really want to auto attack a lot, for maximum damage, recurve bow is nice. But for balance between defensiveness and aggressivity, you should always get tired to boots. Like this Jinx, like a lot of Emerald players, that's the problem, right? They have they have a lot of pieces of the puzzle, but they are missing 1 or 2, and this is what the coaching session will do to you. So if you haven't booked coaching session yet, you really have to try it, guys, because there are people that got, after 1 coaching session, they got from silver to emerald. This guy, same thing, from emerald to diamond with 1 coaching session. This is what your gameplay can look like. This was bronze 4 guy, he's platinum 4 right now. We have people here, incredible people. There is one guy that got from gold to grandmaster with coaching after 1 year. So don't expect it's going to be instant. Don't expect you're going to be immediately, you know, boom, I'm going to get challenger with the coaching. This is the guy, 85% win rate, gold 4 a year and a half ago. If you truly want to get better, if you didn't really book coaching session, I'm showing you right now, this is me on 200 ping in high emerald to low diamond. If you are below master tier, you can improve so hard with the coaching session. You can see the people that got coaching, and you can see me playing in this elo, just smashing completely these people. So let's go back to the game. If you haven't booked coaching session, you really have to go. You're really missing it out. So go ahead to Besides.com, guys, and book your coaching session. Now I'm pushing here. I'm super safe. I still put the EU on the top lane. Milo is actually trolling. I see the Graves being here. Actually reacted pretty slow. And here he actually tries to kill me. I stay into the minions. Try to go really hard on the minions, and then here I know I can win this because I have barrier, but unfortunately this just hits that. That was definitely my bad. That was a free death. I should never die there. Yes, there are a lot of cases where you will lose the game because of this, but this is not the game. When will you lose the game? You lose the game when you do that and your mid is super behind, your top is super behind, your jungle is super behind, your support is super behind. If everyone is behind and you do this kind of mistakes, yes, that one mistake is gonna cause you the game. Okay, go back to the game. I go mid, I push the wave, and I hover the Drake. This is kind of bad. Like I see my opponent was pretty bad. As I push mid, I should like first of all hover here. I should look at the Drake to see the HP of the Drake to see if I can hover here. There is no reason for me to stay mid pocket here. I also should stay on this angle, try to push the wave with the Q, and then just go for the Drake. Going on the left here is a bit low elo. No reason to do that. And here, I don't know why I'm backing off when I should just like walk up, hit that, and just go to the Drake. Now I'm actually playing with Nautilus on the same angle. We just push very hard, try to W, I ulti immediately, and I blue trinket here immediately as well because I know Nocturne has ulti. So I ulti and I blue trinket, right? Why? Well, just to get vision. So here, check this out. I W, 200 ping, ulti. I actually hit 1 ulti, and then I put blue trinket, and then I ulti the second time, the third time, and the fourth time. He actually dodges the same. Like even though I have 200 ping, 170 ping, it is still easy to beat the Emerald players because they are very easy to predict. They are just very predictable, really. And if you haven't actually watched my video about how to dodge, then go on YouTube, say how to dodge by Besides, and you're gonna see the video on how to dodge. It's a very good video, and if you haven't watched it, then you should watch it. For sure. Okay, we're pushing here. Yeah, I do respect Emerald players, so at any given time in the game, I'm like, okay, we can lose, let's play slow, we can lose, because they have good mechanics and they have some macro, like there is some things that they know pretty well, I would even say. So there is I'm always like trying to, you know, be respectful, and here we're just gonna fight. You guys can see I'm pretty confident, but at the same time I'm not committing too hard. So this is basically what we're gonna do. And now I just stay. The reason why I stay here is because I have 2 people dead. Then I recall immediately in a correct position. I actually calculate my gold as well for Infinity Edge. We go mid lane right here. And now we try to play semi-aggressive. Right here I wait the Nautilus to go for a hook. He ults. I double immediately after the ultimate. And then I Q auto attack. Always steal the kill and always last hit. It's really important. Then we go to Herald. And after I see that the Herald is anyways taken. Top has prio. Jungle was here. I'm sure they won't really contest this because Milio is dead. I go mid and I push mid. If the chances of them contesting would be higher, obviously I would stay for longer. Here I'm trying to push, but as you guys can see, I'm not actually playing too aggressive. Like, look at this Jinx. Like, I'm pushing, I'm aggressive, but I don't know where is Graves. Since my teammates are actually playing topside angle with the Herald, which is kind of bad in my opinion, we should just push mid and break mid. But yeah, I'm trying to play what I call semi-aggressivity. I'm anyways playing weak side because my jungle is top lane. I can't react to this. I see Graves top, I immediately move to display. And again, let's see the 200 ping dodge here. We can see that how I play around the tower. Check this out, guys, how well I played around the tower range. Again, this is 200 ping, okay? 200 ping. So I go, try to Q, W, she pretty dodged it, well, kind of missed it. And then here I just try to get out of the tower range really quick. As good as I can, as clean as I can. With 200 ping, it's a bit hard to like be Gumayushi level with the tower range. Just because, you know, it's a bit like some of the actions will not get inputted. So now I push, I see everyone top, I take this, stay on the left because people are want to be in the left. Here they want to push, I want to push one more wave, and then we just want to recall. That one more wave is because actually it's a pretty bad decision. I think I needed like 50 gold for Zeal and the other component from the item, but I should recall at the same time with my teammates, and we shouldn't really push more there. I go to mid lane, I go for rapid fire cannon. Reason why I'm gonna go Infinity first and not rapid fire cannon, they do have Malza and they have Jinx, Melio, which some people will say that rapid fire cannon is needed because I actually need, in order to hit Malzahar, it will be very hard. Why? It's because he has a lot of range and he can ult me if I auto attack him. But the thought process here was simply like, I have Nautilus and I have Nocturne and I have Lux and I have Yone ulti. I have so much engage, and they are also having lots of, like, they have Nasus and Graves, they need to be in range. So I'm gonna go Infinity because I'm ahead and because I have a lot of engage. If I had Yuumi, you know, Enchanter mid, Enchanter top, Karma top, or whatever, no engage in this composition, I would definitely go for rapid fire cannon because the lack of range and the fact that I didn't have engage, then sure, that can make sense. I'm gonna go for rapid fire cannon. Let's see, here I face check, which is kind of bad. Here I do face check here. I knew, okay, I'm actually pretty max range, so this is what I do a lot, like when I word or when I face check. I try to face check. If you face check, do it max range. So check this out. It wasn't like a normal silver bronze face check. Like, I stay max range, I drop the E and I click back very fast. This is what I call a challenger face check. It's something that you do face check. It's still a bad thing, but you do it, you execute it so well that you stay max range and you give the least chances to actually get caught. And here I do anyways get caught, that's my bad. I click back and here I try to kill them, try to ulti 1, 2, 3, and then I wait for Nautilus to auto attack, and then 4, always wait for the CC if you have the CC. And now, Ooga Booga, we are gonna push. This is a pretty, I would say it's like winnable for them still. They do have like a pretty bad comp. So speaking a little bit of what did Jinx do wrong. She played, I think, too aggressive in the lane phase. She tried to trade too much. I do think that she didn't really play the lane to lose it, which is kind of bad. And yeah, macro, yeah, she just died too much. I feel like she just also like going for the Kraken Slayer here first is a bit iffy. Also playing Melio in Emerald is like very like, I don't know why you'd play Lulu Jana Melio in Emerald. It's just very bad. You're not really gonna improve at the game, and you probably don't really know how to play this champion. So yeah, we just won the game by fundamentals. So I think that the most important things that I did was good wave management, good recall timings. I zoned very nice. I slow pushed a lot of waves. I always kept the wave on my side when I wanted to Nautilus to be facilitated by me. And I played pretty aggressive. Like, you guys can see, like, I'm not scared. I'm not like a pussy mode, you know, 200 ping pussy mode kind of player. I'm going in, you know, I'm not scared. I am not scared. And here you guys can see this. I'm really not scared. I go in and go in and go in. Kiri is an 186 farm. The Jinx is pretty behind. And this was a Jinx that was what? Emerald 2, I think it was. I'm not sure if she was Diamond 4 last season. Anyways, it's like high Emerald to low Diamond in terms of like the MMR. Then I try to back off, but then I'm like, okay, we back off, guys. But guess what? If everyone is staying, I don't want to back off, you know. So then I just recall. I go top. This guy is actually pretty strong, 600 stacks, so I don't want to deal with him. Just want to like walk up, zone him a little bit, push this wave, and then try to stay with the Nocturne. I put the E there so we can try. They actually stole the Baron. The trick with Jhin, if I knew that they do it faster, I should have like known. I should have put Trinket faster. I tried to ulti a few times. The trick with the Jhin is that you want to ulti like this, like a few times, like on the sides, so they can just get away from this angle. And then the last shot, you always ulti on the Baron, because good players, they will always try to tank these bullets, right? So what you do is you make them think that you're trying to ulti for them, and then you will use the last bullet for the Baron. This is called the sneaky ulti. Sneaky invented this with Jhin. It's pretty good, and yeah, right here we are just going to win the game. So yeah, if I'm Jinx, what do I do? Well, I'm not gonna pick Jinx in solo queue probably, especially in this composition when there is so much engage you and a Nocturne Lux. I'll try to improve the wave management, never leash in a lane where you need push. Jhin is a very powerful champion, like MF and Jinx in the lane phase. They're all very powerful in lane, so you need prio. And yeah, just try to play the lane to not lose. You can actually play around your range and zone, but don't like do it too crazy. I think this Jinx is Emerald too. I think if she books three coaching sessions with me, she can get close to Master Tier in the next 3 months. But if she doesn't, she's probably going to be very stuck, because I feel like this kind of players, it takes a while for them to improve. They'll probably blame their support, and it's going to be a bit iffy. I feel like Emerald players, they will benefit a lot from the coaching sessions, just because they are pretty smart on average. And they have good mechanics. So if they actually take the last missed puzzle piece that they need, it's gonna be really good, right? And when I say really good, I mean really, really good. And yeah, we just end the game casually here. 232 farm, 26 minutes. Jinx 130, 200 ping, or actually 170 ping. Jhin gameplay. Yeah, that was this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think about and this kind of content over the commentary, over the game commentary. And yeah, don't forget about the coaching session on Patreon. This kind of videos will be posted first. So if you haven't tried coaching session, definitely you should try coaching session, because it's going to be amazing. And on Patreon, I post special videos for AD Carry and Tierlists.